Okay, welcome to another feature of urban exploration. I'm here at the town of Immerath, which is almost completely abandoned. And below the surface of Immerath there is lots of coal, brown coal, the local power company would like to exploit. Therefore, Immerath is one of the towns that will be or are already in destruction or being destructed, demolished. Immerath has been rebuilt, the town of Immerath Neu, not far away, and approximately half of the inhabitants or residents of Immerath went there. Immerath belongs to the city of Erkelenz and the district of Heinsberg and has got a large history. It's a very old town, a beautiful town with a nice atmosphere, but as you can see, very much has been demolished already. This is the church of St. Lambertus, also called the Dome of Immerath, but it is not actually a true dome, it is a church. And it also got a large history, long history, and well, as you can see, all the surrounding buildings, almost all but one, have already been removed. Still some brave people are staying in Immerath and they deny to move away, but the fate of the town has been sealed completely, and during the year of 2017, maybe 18, Immerath will be destroyed completely and removed. The coal mine of Garzweiler 2 is the coal mine for which Immerath has to go, and there are also other coal mines of the local power company. And yeah, this is the one which is the fight and the death bringer of Immerath. The church is pretty beautiful, and now we are at the center of the city, the so-called Immerather Markt, and even the street sign has been removed completely. And normally there's a security service around here who's taking care nobody is actually entering the abandoned houses. And obviously at the moment they are destructing this house here, as you can see. Okay, let's take a look. What's going on? Beautiful church. All this area here has been filled up with buildings. All these buildings are gone now. Most of the buildings on this street have already been removed. And now the view is directly on the center, the former center of the town. On the left hand, hence there are some buildings left and some people fighting, probably about the destruction of the final pyramids. As you can see here, all these buildings have been closed shut already. As you can see, the closed shutters is always indicated that there is no one living anymore. Oh, the powerhouse. This building, there has been a bar, anything like that. But as you can see, they have already sealed the windows in order to keep people away from entering the abandoned buildings. All abandoned buildings belong to the local power company RWE. And of course, the new owner doesn't want people to go inside there. pieces of glass on this side of the building. And yeah, of course, they don't want to have visitors inside the buildings because of dangers. People could get hurt inside. And I'm pretty sure the RWE doesn't want this. The wind is blowing. This building. This big gate looks smashed too. There was a hairdresser here in this building. I think it moved to Immerath now. All these buildings have been shut off as well. And as you can see, the shutters are closed. Okay. Road entry. But there's good people. Do not go inside. I guess too many people are around here. Taking a look inside. Garage. Street lamp. Okay. Creeping around here a bit. Okay. A road with no target. Maybe I could rent one of these. A bit far away, but danger of somebody stealing off my car could be quite minimal. In this area, just in front of me, there has been a hospital, and there was just a truck, I guess, either from one of the last residents, which are mostly peasants, or from the destruction team. So in this area there has been the hospital of Immerath and the old monastery. There's a bus. I didn't know there's still a bus line. You can see the bus in the distance. As a matter of fact, the Immerath marked has got a bus station. I was pretty sure it had been closed already. Well, here has been the old hospital, but the hospital got demolished at first, and some strange issues seem to have taken place there, like, well, people doing scary stuff in the hospital. And you can imagine that hospitals are a very interesting spot for urban explorers, for nosy people, for those who would like to take pictures. And I'm very sad by myself that the hospital is already gone. This is really sad, of course. The hospital from inside, the abandoned hospital, is very fascinating, I guess. Okay, I'm heading back for the city. Fenced off area, abandoned building, water in the ground. There you can see how the destruction of the buildings is going to continue. And so step by step the city is being taken into pieces and finally being destroyed. Now this building is currently under demolishment or demolished. Oh, and as you can see here, they are already digging big holes into the ground, obviously in order to remove basement structures, anything like that. So here have been buildings. All these buildings have been destroyed. All but the beautiful church of Saint Lambertus, which is really sad. There have been rumors about when the church is going to be demolished. It has been taken out of charge by the church authorities already in the year 2013. And the church had been taken out of the building. And it's a normal building right now, and destruction is possible. But still, according to German laws, this building is under the protection of, don't even know the right word, and the protection of historic buildings. Must have been beautiful inside as well, but of course nobody can enter it. That's an old building which is still removed, and the door's open. Hi there. That's the picnic, but it's holding off anybody. I guess this is an historical building as well, therefore it takes some time until it can be removed. So. On the opposite side of the church, there have been buildings as well. And on the other side of the road, but all of these buildings have been demolished completely, as the field is clearly showing now. And all this area here has been a city. Used to be a town. Now a few plants are growing. Oddly, there is no security staff today. Maybe they know that normal week, not so many people are around here. Okay. Heading to a different area of Immerath. It's hard to imagine that there are still some people living here, as you can imagine yourself, but it must be pretty creepy in the night. I'm not sure if the street lamps are still in charge, still in use, but since the lamps are mostly the last pieces of infrastructure that is being left, I estimate that there's still light in the night. Beautiful buildings. People in cars looking pretty angry. Don't know why. Probably they feel trapped somewhere. Not sure why. So let's simply go on. I guess this is now a part of Immerath where some people are still staying. Don't know if it is bravery or madness. You can see the church. Bravery or madness to stay in a town like this. It's so creepy. Very creepy. Just the wind blows. Voices in the distance. But you feel that there is no true life anymore. Let's head into this street. Well, this building looks quite old. I'm pretty sure the inhabitants got something better right now. A bench. And here is the end of Immerath. Local authorities or security staff have sealed off this field by a fence. When I was here for the first time 1.5 years ago, you still could pass this street and drive on, and there used to be more buildings. But right now, as you can see, here is a dead end. So this is the town's limit. Graffiti has been removed. Of course, some people are here trying to destroy pieces of buildings, trying to steal away metal, and some of them are spraying graffitis. And some of these graffitis are really harsh against the power company RWE. And normally, the security people are covering those graffitis pretty fast, which are criticizing the RWE. No doubt why. Wind blows in the trees. So the windows of the lower floor as well as the entry door have been sealed with the wooden planks, just like the basement access windows. The upper floor windows closed. This building is solar and it looks pretty new. Why would anybody invest money to refurbish a building which is condemned? I never understood. And another bench. Agricultural structure, of course, important aspect of Immerath. So there are many agricultural fields here. And now we are entering a typical residential area. These buildings have been abandoned a long time ago, and the people of Immerath had about approximately 10 years of time for their resettlement. And of course there have been resettlement programs. As far as I know, half of the residents of Immerath resettled to Immerath Neu, which means New Immerath, a town nearer to the city of Erkelenz, approximately I think 12 kilometers away from Old Immerath. Old playground, old houses. Poor tree, he will fall as well. And this corner is also so fascinating. These houses. A few ducks are living there. Hopefully nobody forgot them. And there you can look directly on the main street. And this has been a playground, but everything has been removed. Even the trash cans. No benches anymore, no trash can, no toys, nothing. But somebody has lost an old record. Pick up. Daniel Boone. Daniel Boone. Fascinating. Never heard of him. So these are the leftovers of Immerath. The other half of the residents who did not move to Immerath Neu found their homes in other areas, moved away completely from the city of Erkelenz or anywhere else. You can imagine that so many people were absolutely unlucky about their fate. And well, people so far didn't have any chance. Their homes have been taken away by force. And here buildings have been in the past. But now there are no buildings left anymore. In this direction there is the graveyard of Immerath. We'll take a look there now. I guess the security team is there. Hopefully they're not going to bother me. Sometimes the guys are pretty okay, and sometimes they are a bit harsh. No one is mowing the grass anymore. Okay, this hasn't been any security stuff. The cars are always marked by the company logo. Another sealed door, closed shutters. Manhole. Even this manhole, it has been covered and sealed off. It's really eerie walking in a ghost town like this. Not far away, only 2 or 3 kilometers, are the leftovers of the town of Borchemich. It's the next town ahead from Immerath, but Orshemich is now entirely demolished and therefore it is a containment area. Nobody is allowed to enter anymore. Therefore, I'm sure there is no way to visit Orshemich. This is the part of the residential area. Some sweet houses. Even some curtains left up there on the first floor. Can only imagine that it must smell pretty bad inside the buildings due to mold and humidity. No fresh air anymore. Except those where the windows have been smashed. Then some fresh air is still coming in, of course. Garden. And here has been a bus station as well. There is the church again. There we've got a smashed window with a curtain. And here has been the former bus station of Immerath. But as you can see, obviously one could wait very long for the next bus coming out of service. Some crappy graffiti. Old powerhouse. I guess the powerhouse is still being used maybe because of the street lamps that I guess are still in use. And here you can see very well that the street lamps are the final pieces being removed, even in this containment area here, because the signs indicating that no one is allowed entering this perimeter. However, there is nothing interesting anymore about the buildings, and the street lamps are the last pieces they are taking away. Now let's walk here. The wind is blowing. The backyards of these houses. And in the distance you can see the other type of energy. Here we've got alternative type of energy, wind energy. Here we've got the victim of conventional type of energy, brown coal. I'm no physician, I'm no technician and no engineer either. Therefore I can't judge properly if we still need brown coal. Many people say we don't need it anymore. Others say the alternative types of energy are not working properly. I don't know. I think it is not fair to judge the power company as bad, but well, those people who have lost their homes, I'm pretty sure they do. Okay. See if the security team is here. Butterfly did attack me. A crack in the street with some water inside. Maybe a corrupted water pipe below the surface. Okay, I will now take a small round, taking a last view on the cemetery. Most of the graves already have been moved away. Another interesting detail is that the belfries of the Church of Saint Lambertus have been opened in order to take out the bells. And one of these bells has been taken as a piece of memory to Immerath Neu. Another one, or the other ones, have been sold. the city of Mannheim, another town that is being demolished, I'm pretty sure that the local church of Mannheim will be taken to Mannheim New and rebuilt there. But I pretty don't understand why the church agreed on destroying Saint Lambertus, as this church is really beautiful. And in this direction, the former Kleiderfabrik Rix has been. It was the cloth factory, and some urban explorers have taken some fascinating movies from inside the building, but now it's too late to do this. Okay, on the left is the graveyard. Here's another building which already has been abandoned. And as far as I know, there's a horse somewhere around. I hope nobody just missed or forgot the poor horsey. Just imagine what is happening if the rotary excavator is coming and the horse is still there. Let's take a look at the horsey. Yeah, it's there indeed. There's horsey. Not just horsey. Horsey got a friend. Or a wife. Well, I'm pretty sure somebody's taking care of these horses. Some stuff left there. Okay, returning to the graveyard. Okay, that's the graveyard of Immerath. And in the distance I could see that one of the machines is moving, so I should probably get my ass there. Okay, graveyard. Graffiti telling, attention, revenants.